A series of videos on how to use MotiveWave. MotiveWave is a particularly easy program to use, but the toolbars are very, very important because there's so many features you want to have quick access to that rather than use pull down, drop down menus, it's very helpful to just put your most frequently used objects into the toolbar. So let's go and check that out. So you go into MotiveWave, Preferences, and the preferences to customize MotiveWave are, to say the least, extensive. And I'm going to go through others of them in the chart setup later, but right now let's just customize toolbar. And you choose the type of toolbar that you have. Now in the first video I showed you the console, so you can customize the console toolbar, a chart group toolbar, the chart toolbar, or the compact view toolbar. So let's just go into console, and there's all of these things that are available from these various drop-down menus, and you just, like any other software application, you just move it over onto the right-hand side, and then you position it with the up and down arrows. But I want to show you the ones that I've added that make life a lot simpler as compared to just using the basic toolbar that they provide. Number one is I added this icon here, which allows me to save all of my open charts automatically should anything happen that I get a crash or a power failure or something. I want to make sure all my charts are saved frequently. Next, there's a quick way to access all of these different tools and functions, but the ones I use the most often are the Fibonacci tool. So I created an icon here for the Fibonacci tool, and then I created an icon for the grabbing tool so that when I switch to anything different here, I can just quickly get back to the grabbing tool, which is the one I'm going to use most often for dragging a chart around. So adding this one and this one I thought were very helpful. In the chart window, let me just open up a chart here, and I've customized this a little bit as well, where I've put in the Auto Gartley tool. The Auto Gartley tool I use quite often, so I'll click on Auto Gartley and I'll ask MotiveWave if between these points and these points, can you find a Gartley pattern for me? And it can't find one now. It's not foolproof, the Auto Gartley tool, but it's pretty good, pretty darn good. And it's something I want to have access to all the time, so I keep it up here. I've taken out some of the icons that are over here, which are trading related, because I don't use MotiveWave yet to place trades, but it is very slick in terms of being able to trade directly off the chart. So those are some tips on how to customize the toolbar, and I suggest that you do that as one of the very first things you do because you're going to use this toolbar an awful lot. If you are a Twitter user, you can quickly take a screenshot, save it to your desktop, and then upload it to Twitter.